this is not a video that I planned to make. I guess I was in denial like a lot of DMX fans because I just knew that the dog was going to pull through. If everything he's went through, I'm like, all right, yeah, he got this one, man. You know, he gonna get out of this shit, you know. But yeah, he finally succumbed to he finally succumbed, man. Earl Simmons, DMX is now gone. And this is a sad day. I didn't know him personally, you know, so I know I can't shed tears of like, yeah, I actually knew this guy. But I've been following his career since '98. I've been a fan like forever, you know. When X first dropped, I was living in Seattle at the time, and I was born and raised in New York, lived there for 18 years. Then I moved to Seattle, and Seattle was like a whole nother world. It was a culture shock, you know, totally different from New York. And I was out of touch with a lot of the music from New York. So when I came back to visit that summer, summer of '98, my mom's boyfriend at the time, he had the CD, said DMX on it. Get at me, dog. On the B side was Stop Being Greedy. Never heard of this guy. I thought, cause see, my mom's boyfriend was Jamaican, so I thought it was some reggaeton shit. You know, not reggaeton, but what's that shit? Reggae. You know what I'm saying? Like DMX, boy, at the mercy. You know, I thought it was some shit like that. And I heard Get At Me, Dog for the first time. And I said, who is this guy? So when I came back home to visit, X was the guy. Like, he filled that void that Biggie left. You know what I mean? Because at the time, you know, the whole East Coast, West Coast shit, you know, West Coast was on top from, you know, the mid-'90s to the late 90s. And then the Rough Riders comes out and puts New York back on the map again. Not Diddy, not Bad Boy, you know, the shiny suits and all that shit. And yeah, you know, and Wu-Tang was always doing their thing. But X was that superstar from New York that we needed. And his energy, his spirit, you know what I'm saying? X was that raw gutter dude, man. He was that transparent, you know, rapper that he didn't need an image. He didn't need a gimmick. You know what I'm saying? He was himself, and you felt it in his lyrics. You felt his authenticity in his lyrics. He wasn't trying to play a part or play a role or whatever, you know. See, Jay-Z was nice too, but see, Jay-Z was like, you know, the dapper gangster, you know, the smooth talker. You know, Jay-Z was that guy that you kind of wanted to be like, you know what I'm saying? But X was that guy that talked to your pain, you know what I'm saying? X was that guy that was like, damn, I could relate to that dude. I was a big fan of Stop Being Greedy, even though Get At Me, Dog was the A side. That shit was hot too, but Stop Being Greedy, yeah, that's the first time I heard somebody like growl like a dog on a record. That nigga say, you know, y'all been eating long enough now, stop being greedy. Just keep it real, partner. Give to the needy. Oh, oh, there's it. When you hear the oh, stop running, because when you hear the oh, I'm coming. I was like, damn, yo, this nigga raw. So yeah, when the album dropped, I remember listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I had my headphones on, plugged into the stereo, listened to the entire album, yo. Didn't have to skip a song. And that was the first time I heard somebody pray on a record. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually had a prayer at the end. After all the crazy shit that he said, had to give God his acknowledgement. And at the time, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of rappers were scared to do that because as a rapper, you gotta be hard, you gotta be gangster, you gotta be tough. And X was all those things and then some. But then still took the time to acknowledge God. And didn't shy away from that either. X was always that guy that would pray for you, you know. So that was my introduction to X. And I've been a fan ever since. And when he dropped Slippin', that was my song. First time I heard that shit, I cried, yo. When I heard Slippin', I fucking cried. You know what I'm saying? That song got me. Huge fan of DMX. And anybody that knows me knows that was my favorite rapper of all time. To me, he's the GOAT. You know, many say Big, many say Pac. You know, I hear a lot of people say Jadakiss, Nas, and all great MCs. Like, all those guys be in my top 10, you know. But X was just that guy that, you know, I got him. You know what I'm saying? I got him. It was a connection to DMX that I had that I didn't have with any other rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got some rappers you listen to, you know, just to get crunk. You have some rappers you listen to that, you know, that make you think like Nas or, you know, on that super cool shit like Jay. But X just like spoke to my soul, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I understood him. You know, I have my own pain I deal with, my own insecurities, my own demons that I fight myself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people are too cool to express that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I express myself on my channel a lot, but I don't really go into the shit, you know, because first of all, it's none of y'all fucking business, you know what I mean? But I'm as transparent as I can be. And I know I got a lot of that from X, but X bared his soul. he bared his soul in his music, man, and he will never be forgotten. That's why he'll always be the GOAT, because he put everything out there. You know, to me, he's the Richard Pryor of rap. You know what I'm saying? I said it. X is the Richard Pryor of rap, because Richard Pryor did the same thing. He bared his soul into his comedy, his pain into his comedy, and we laughed at his pain, you know. So X took all his pain and put it out there to touch people, and he did it in a major way. And even though what happened to him, you know, well, they said it was a drug overdose, but, you know, I don't want to, because a lot of times the media twist shit, so I want to know for sure what happened, you know, after the autopsy drops. But they said he OD'd, he had a heart attack, and he had no oxygen to the brain for 30 minutes. You know, so we all know of X's addiction to crack. Since he was 14, he was tricked by his best friend at the time. But with something like this, with the internet, how cruel people can be, with this, you know, people usually have jokes and say, oh, he was a junkie, he was a crackhead. But I never saw any of that. I didn't see any of it. I'm pretty sure there's some idiots, some stupid idiots out there, but I didn't see that. You know, all I saw was an outpouring of love and support for the dog, even though he had his issues. And you can't help but just be in awe of that, because in the age that we live in, if you have a booger hanging out your nose, you're a meme forever. You know what I'm saying? If you show any kind of flaw or anything, the internet will fucking crucify you, you know. So the fact that X had these problems and people are not, you know, dissing him about it, they're not, you know, being cruel about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that just goes to show the love that this man had, you know what I'm saying? I had love for him. I never met this man a day in my life, man, but I have love for him as an artist and as somebody that has touched me through their music for years and years. You know, I started listening to him as a teenager. I'm in my 40s now, and X will always resonate with me. Like, that's something, his music is something that I will always carry, you know what I'm saying, in my everyday life. You know what I mean? And to know that it's okay to have flaws, it's okay to not be perfect, you know what I'm saying? But to work on being a better person, even if at the end you don't succeed, but at least you know every day I was trying to do something to better my life. He was sober for a while, and I guess he relapsed, you know, but I mean, how many times we say we're not going to do something anymore and we do it still, you know what I'm saying? Who are we to judge? But I haven't seen anybody judge him yet. Thank God for that, you know, but yeah, man, X is going to be missed. He's my favorite all time, but thank God he left a body of music behind that will be with us forever, you know what I'm saying? So I already listened to him on the regular, man, but now I think that 90% of my listening pleasure is going to be listening to Dark Man X, from his Dark and Hell is Hot all the way to Grand Champion. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's the last album I think I remember him dropping. I don't know what came out after that, so you know, it'll be like, well, you're not a real fan because he had albums that came after that. That's the ones that I know of. I have to look to see it anymore, but definitely it's Dark and Hell is Hot, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, and then there was X. I think that was the name of the third album with What's My Name on there, and, you know, What These Bitches Want from a Nigga. So yeah, y'all, I'm not doing this video for views, or this is for me personally. You know, when I look back on my channel and look at my videos and what happened at the time and what I felt at the time. So this is more for me to look back, to chronicle, you know, where I was this day and just what I felt about the man. So R.I.P. Earl Simmons, DMX, and condolences to his family. You know, if any of his family or anybody that he knows sees this man, I had genuine love for this man, and his music just really touched me forever. You know what I mean? So with that being said, yeah, that's all I got. So comment freely below. Let me know what you think. If you like and did this content, hit that like and subscribe notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.